Hey you guys, my name is Brittany Ackham and I'm a proud Khoisan woman. I have African and Chinese ancestry and I live on the beautiful lands of the Woiwurrung here in Victoria, Australia. This is a beautiful space created for women who are rebuilding their lives post-domestic or systemic violence. If you are new here, welcome to this space. All the work that I do is in alignment with God and my ancestors and the beautiful ancestors of the country that I am on. I am also a mother to two Bunwurrung children. My wonderful partner, Jaden Williams, is my support, my rock, my inspiration. We work together, we do our healing work together. We've been walking our path together since 2018. So 8 years along the journey together. He has also been my grounding and my rock throughout navigating domestic and systemic abuse. He's held a beautiful space for me to navigate through this journey. Our nervous system can only hold so much, so having people around you who can hold you is not only smart, but it is strategic. Moving through family violence was not a singular journey. At the same time, I was moving through colonial and systemic rupture. So it's not always just the domestic violence that is happening. There are so many layers beneath that, and it is extremely complex. Depending on your history, your background, and the other party's history or background, there will be patterns that are playing out in your dynamic. Knowing who I am, my family's history, my identity was a form of strength and resilience. Without knowing who I was susceptible to harm, not only emotional and physical, but also spiritual. The many different layers can make it extremely complex, especially for women of colour and marginalised communities. I am First Nations. That means that I was born into this world with an unhealed storyline that dates back to the 1600s, potentially even before then, but from the history that I know, that is where the genocide began in my lineage. And interestingly enough, the way that my family experienced genocide, dispossession, and colonial violence was not instant. It was done over time. So when the Dutch came in, they befriended my ancestors, they traded land, they built partnership and collaboration. But behind the scenes, their intentions were not good. It was fairly insidious. Once they had built trust with my people, they started to strip everything away. So for myself, when I experienced coercively controlling relationships throughout my life, it was done very similarly. It was always done through people that I trusted with bad intention, insidiously and slowly over time. And that made it really challenging for me to see what was happening in front of me because it was already happening 10 steps before, but I just could not see it clearly. So once the harm came, it was extremely destabilizing. This is the foundation and the essence of coercive control. It happens in a way that's really challenging to see presently, but it's a pattern that has been forming over time. And this can make it really challenging to explain to other people, systems, organisations, education, schools, sporting clubs, workplaces. And this is where women can start to look a bit crazy because we're coming forward with a concern for our safety or the children's safety or someone else's safety, but because of the way that it's being done, it's really hard to see in these public places, even within the court system. If you're navigating the court system, trying to share your story when it's already confusing for yourself and trying to translate it to somebody who is not having the lived experience can be so hard. Take a moment to have a deep breath and relax and drop into your body and actually give yourself credit for what you're moving through, because what you're moving through is not easy. It's challenging and it's hard, and not everybody's going to believe you. And that's okay, because they really don't have to. Someone along the way will believe you and validate you and support you. If someone's not listening, they're not the right person to speak to. they are most likely perpetuating the harm that's already being caused. So if you're going to deal with people like that, it has to be done very strategically. Honor yourself today. You have done the work, you have done the hard work, you have moved through the hard yards. You're actually getting through this. It may not look like it, it may not seem like it, but if you are being faced with the fire right now, just know that it's not going to last forever and you're going to figure this out. As much as it's an external battle, it is also an internal battle. There are lessons that you are going to be learning along this journey too. And hopefully we can learn those lessons together. Inviting you and welcoming you to drop any questions in the comments, feedback, any experiences that you might be navigating through as well. I can definitely answer this in another video. This is obviously a very new series that I'm doing, but I know how important it is. I know how lonely that it can get. And I also know how powerful you are beneath the narratives and the outside stories that have told you that you're not. There wouldn't be a need for somebody to step into a need for power and control if you were not powerful. Because otherwise, what would they be trying to control? Your power lives within you. Reclaim your strength and your power today. It's locked deep within you right now, and you are going to find the key to unlock your strength, your gifts, your powers, and your abilities. Everything that this system has told you, that who you cannot be, who you should be, literally erasing your ancestral and your cultural traditions, history, and backgrounds of how the women in your lineage used to live, used to serve, used to provide. There is powerful magic in your lineage and your ancestry. One day that was separated and taken away from you, but it is not lost. You always have the ability to remember. Women are absolutely phenomenal. We've got hormones, we've got intuition, we've got gut instinct. We're primal. And that is a threat to insecure people. So don't forget who you are and be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself with love, care, nurture, and praise. Advocate for who you are on a physical level, but also a soul level. Don't let anyone take it away from you. Have a beautiful day.